radio broadcast.
Like I do? Are you getting a feeling the Edge radio broadcast is growing? Well, if so, you're right. The Edge program has been hitting the bullseye of what people are interested in. Do you feel like I do? We're now broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from the new EBN, the Edge Broadcasting Network. We've added a web store. We're making a difference in the search for truth, and we're sharing our success with you. Do you feel like I do? From around the world, people are listening. They're sending in their stories and comments. They're making guest suggestions. They're telling their friends about the show. Do you feel like I do? Listen every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and feel like I do, right here on this station.
Political and religious news, supernatural happenings, unexplained mysteries, conspiracy theories, and special guests along with your calls right here on the Edge radio broadcast with your host, Daniel Ott.
Alrighty, we're back from the break, and What an exciting interview. Rachel really does enjoy what she does. Rachel and her assistant have picked up and flown and taken flights and drove many hours, that's my understanding, to do interviews just for the Edge broadcast. And, like Rachel, like all of us here as part of the staff and host and correspondents, all these productions come out of our own pocket. We don't accept money, nor we get paid for what we do here on the Edge, and we do it because we love to do it. We love it because it's a platform for which that we can help people discover the truth and to bring those things that we find out about in our walks of life to you listeners. We hope that our hope is to open your eyes, to open your hearts, open your minds, and to fill that with just a little more truth than you had before you tuned in. And we hope that is contagious, and we hope that grows and spiders out. I used to tell people that a blessing from God is never is like a spider web. It never just one person. That blessing will actually pour out, because what happens, the blessing of God actually spiders out. Because what I mean by that is that you get blessed by something, that it makes you excited, and what that excitement spills over into you doing something for someone else, and what you did for that person was of God, because God put you in the frame of mind and the position to do that for that person. So one blessing is like a spider web, and that actually transfers out, and that's what we want to do here at the Edge. We want to give you that blessing that God has given us and let you carry that out to the world. Be more educated and ready to combat the forces out there that would try to bring you down to where we all were once before, and we don't want to go there again. So once again, we appreciate Rachel and her assistant Cindy for bringing that report to us, and we'll be back in just a few minutes after the break here and bring you the video presentation of Unlocking the Mystery of Life. I've seen this video a couple times, and it's just a fantastic video, and I think that you'll get a lot out of it. I know I did, and it even explained some things that maybe I didn't quite understand, but yet got a better picture of. When you see the complexities of life, and I'm talking about just the way we live, I'm not talking about the way we act, the way we react to things. I'm talking about the mere complexity of our makeup, and the complexity of other organisms and other bacteria and plant life, and it will blow your mind how you could ever think that was merely by chance. There's one video I saw that talked about the complexities of just the human eyeball, and the complexities is that leads you to believe, with just even common sense and reasoning, that there had to be a design behind that. We were created, folks. We were not an accident. Stay tuned for this video. The show is only half over. We'll be right back.
In 1993, Professor Philip Johnson of the University of California at Berkeley invited a group of scientists and philosophers to a small beach town on the central coast of California. They came from major academic centers, including Cambridge, Munich, and the University of Chicago, to question an idea that had dominated science for 150 years.
I think Pajaro Dunes represented a turning point for many of us. Individually, we all had questions about evolutionary theory, but when we came together, each person brought something of their own to the table, and suddenly we all had a glimpse of a new way of looking at life that none of us had individually seen before.
I would have to say that this was an intense period of time in my life. It just seemed that there was something here much more intellectually satisfying than the view that I had held up until this time.
Looking back on it now, I think that gave me the motivation to actually look at the evidence and just see where I thought it pointed.
I realized that this was bigger than any one person or discipline, and this was the beginning of a community of scientists who were now willing to face the fundamental mystery of life's origin.